Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is all about preparation on a real chessboard with no digital interface. So now you are able to understand the Italian Giuoco Pianissimo, following by a 15-move line of a strong preparation. Let's jump right into it. White opens with the king's pawn, controls the center, the f5 and d5 squares, and opens up this long diagonal to the bishop. Which black immediately respond with pawn to e5, contesting the center as well. Solid choice. Instantly, white follows up with knight f3, developing the knight towards the center, takes the e5 pawn. Knight c6, developing the knight and protects the pawn on e5. Also keeps an eye on d4, fighting the center. Will we have the Rue Lopez or the Italian? Many options for white. And there you have it, bishop c4. The characteristic move of the Italian game is bishop c4, which attacks the f7 pawn. Black does the same, bishop c5, also attacks the weakness on f2, and fights for central squares. Now what's the plan here for white? Many options. And white goes for d3, improving his own pawn structure and opening up the long diagonal for this dark squared bishop. Black still does the same, Giuoco Pianissimo, kind of playing a symmetrical position here for the time being. c3, a very flexible and useful move, prepares for d4 break and also for the b4 launch, and allows the queen to go to b3 and building a battery on this diagonal with the bishop. In the meantime, knight f6, developing another piece towards the center and attacking the pawn on e4. a4 threatens to win a piece next move by blockading the bishop with the pawns with b4, then a5. And for that reason, black already played a6 to create an escape for his bishop. Knight bd2. A great plan for white is to maneuver his knight to f1 and then to g3, a good defender of his king. Black castles it out and put his king on safety, getting ready for the battle on the middle game later on. So what's the plan for white here? And there you have it, b4, first grabbing more space on the queen side. Bishop a7, black retreats his bishop, and this post for the bishop is beautiful to control this long diagonal. Time for white puts his king on safety. Now a good move next will be rook e1, makes way for his knight to jump to g3 later. At least centralizes his rook and defends the e4 pawn. That will be useful when the d4 break will be played. In the meantime, black goes for knight e7. Maybe he's thinking about maneuvering his knight to g6. Rook e1, centralizing the rook that supports the center. Knight g6, but his knight close to his king, a good defender, but also can jump to f4 later. Knight f1, now white can goes for the knight g3 plan, or goes for the bishop e3 plan B. In case of black takes bishop, white can takes back with the knight and centralizes his knight on a flexible square. And in the meantime, black goes c6. Black can goes either b4 and grabbing space on the queen side, or the d5 break. Bishop b3, retreating his bishop to a safer square. This is a well-known theory, guys. Already played out hundreds of times before. h6, preventing the bishop to go to g5 and pinning the knight on f6, also creating luft for his king. Knight c3, concluding the maneuver of the knight, keeping the position very flexible for the middle game. Rook e8, black simply centralizes his rook so they can help on the center later on. Black needs to deal with the light square bishop, where to develop it, as well as white too. Bishop e3, good move, finishing white's development and builds some pressure on this diagonal. Bishop takes bishop on b3, black trades off the bishop and relieves the pressure. White simply takes back the bishop, avoiding double his pawns on the e file. This rook is no longer on the f file, so it doesn't make sense to open the f file now. d5, striking in the center, increases the pressure and tries to stay active, grabbing space on the center of the board at the same time. This was a training, instructive, and educational content that allows you to learn how to play this strong preparation. By following a 50-move line, you stay focused on that variation from start to finish, avoiding getting lost in excessive nuances. So you reach the end of this line with greater clarity. This preparation is very accurate because most of the moves are theory, the well-known moves played hundreds of times before, and then a few moves suggested by the computer. This content is important to you, not only to know the moves of this variant and memorize them, but to understand the line and the ideas behind. So the challenge for you to learn and improve is this great opportunity to follow these 4 steps. Comment your thoughts below. Suggest a new opening for me to do another strong preparation for you. Oh, and just subscribe to be part of this community. There is a lot of high quality preparation coming your way. A huge and sincere thank you to you.